Hello and welcome to the video, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be playing Grounded, and in my opinion, I think it's really fun. It's basically you're shrunk down and you can play with your friends. I'm going to be making a project over it for my high school finals in biology. So let's get into it. These are the 5 steps of the plan. So the step 1 is 3 questions. What are real-life symbiotic relationships in our world? Is the bug behavior in symbiotic relationships realistic? And how could Grounded better show these relationships? Step 2, definition of symbiotic relationships. Step 3, examples of symbiotic relationships in Grounded. Step 4, slideshow. And also step 5, ending and conclusion. So 1 out of 5 of the symbiotic relationship definitions is mutualism, and it's symbiosis that is beneficial to both organisms involved. 2 out of 5 of the symbiotic relationship definitions is commensalism, and it's an association between two organisms in which one benefits and the other derives, obtaining something. 3 out of 5 of symbiotic relationship definitions is parasitism, a non-mutual relationship between two organisms in which one benefits at the expense of the other. 4 out of 5 of symbiotic relationships is predation. Predation is an interaction in which one organism, the predator, eats all or part of the body of another organism, also known as the prey. 5 out of 5 of symbiotic relationship definitions is competition, the direct or indirect interaction of organisms that leads to a change of fitness when the organisms share the same resource. So this first clip is mutualism, and basically both benefit. The ladybug and the wolf spider are fighting the stink bug because the stink bug is threatening both of them. This next clip is commensalism, because one benefits and the other doesn't get harmed or doesn't have any benefit. And basically the character goes inside the hill, takes materials without the ants getting harmed or losing anything. So that is for this clip. This clip is parasitism. Basically one benefits and the other one suffers. Parasitism is with mites, and they can attach to you and hurt you. And I got this picture of a mite, and basically mites attach to different things like dogs, which is pretty sad, honestly. And usually mites do this by getting on overgrown grass, and that's how they get onto the dogs. I chose the same clip again because the wolf spider in the real world does attack stink bugs. Stink bugs' natural predator are spiders. So this is why I chose this one, predation. This next picture is of an aphid because ants and characters both go for an aphid, and in my opinion I would consider that competition. So this is the presentation of grounded symbiotic relationships. So for slide 1, it was what are real-life symbiotic relationships in our world. In the blog, symbiotic blog, Wildlife Woods, will explain 6 surprising symbiotic relationships. Some of these relationships are as crazy as a Nile crocodile and an Egyptian plover, to something as interesting as a Colombian lesser black tarantula and a dotted humming frog. For slide 2, the question was, is the bug behavior in symbiotic relationships realistic? And I said no, because an entomologist explains why he thinks that some of the bugs don't have the right characteristics or details listed for the bugs in the game. One example of this is when the ants attack weevils, and the ants kill them, but they don't pick up their meat. In real life, the ants would most likely bring the weevil meat back to its colony as a food source. For slide 3, I did how could Grounded better show these relationships. The website, A Symbiotic Relationship, Carrion Beetles and Mites, shows the relationship between two odd and different species. The website shows how mites and beetles both work together to help each other. The mites and beetles are both benefiting from the situation because the mites eat the eggs off flies and the food source of the beetle. The beetle gets food and the mites gets food. Basically, it's a win-win. In my opinion, I believe that the game developers could research and use websites like this to see how certain bugs interact with other bugs in real life. Then they could apply that new knowledge to the game and make it more realistic. So on the left side there's websites and blog, and there's 2 links for the website, 1 link for the blog. The third question was the one about carrion beetles and mites by the National Park Service. The game suggestion and thoughts from the entomologist, that was just posted August 1st, 2020. That was on the Steam forum or whatever. That was also for the second question. And then from the blog was by Lucas, and it was for the first question. I just want to conclude the video by saying, even though all this symbiotic relationships aren't exactly realistic and grounded, I still love the game. I still think it's fun. This is just for my test grade in biology in high school, a final grade near December. So I just want to say bye and have a great day. See ya.